Did you know that Britney Spears turned down Umbrella, the eventual debut single of Rihanna that won a Grammy? Or that before Miley Cyrus recorded Wrecking Ball, its composers thought Beyoncé was the perfect vocalist to perform it? In this video, you'll discover 20 songs that were originally written for other artists. Let's watch it. It's fascinating. Happy. In 2013, Pharrell Williams was on top of the world. Get Lucky, his collaboration with Daft Punk, had just hit #1 on the charts, and he was ready to conquer the world with his own track, Happy. What few people know is that this song almost had a completely different fate. The song was originally recorded by CeeLo Green for his 2012 album Magic Moment. However, the production team decided to remove it from the album, paving the way for Pharrell's version to become a global hit. Pharrell's version, with its catchy rhythm and positive message, instantly made it the song of the year. It was included in the soundtrack of the movie Despicable Me 2, which gave it even more exposure and propelled it to the top of the charts. Happy was not only a commercial success, but also had a profound emotional impact on people around the world. Its message of joy and optimism resonated with millions, turning it into an anthem of happiness. The song was even nominated for an Oscar for Best Original Song, solidifying its status as a cultural phenomenon. Pharrell was overwhelmed by the positive response he received, especially from the 24-hour music video created by fans worldwide. The song is a reminder of the power of music to bring people together and create moments of joy. Its journey, from initial rejection to global success, proves that sometimes the best things in life happen when you least expect them. Umbrella. At the height of her career, Britney Spears had conquered the world with Baby One More Time. But years later, her star seemed to be fading. In 2007, the pop princess hit rock bottom with a public breakdown, and her career was faltering. Meanwhile, songwriter Terius Nash, who had written hits for Britney like Me Against the Music, was also going through a creative slump. Desperate for a hit, Nash wrote Umbrella, a powerful song hoping Britney's voice would propel it to stardom. Nash envisioned the pop princess singing about an umbrella as a symbol of protection and love, a message that resonated with the artist amidst her struggles. However, Britney turned down the song. Mary J. Blige considered recording it, but ultimately it was Rihanna who turned it into a massive success. With her unique style and collaboration with Jay-Z, she transformed the song into a Grammy-winning anthem. What could have been a new hit for Britney ended up saving Rihanna's career, as Umbrella became a global phenomenon, propelling the Barbadian native to stardom and cementing her as one of the most important artists of the decade. All About That Bas. Meghan Trainor's debut single took the world by storm in 2014, staying at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for over 3 months. The song became one of the biggest moments in mid-decade pop culture, establishing Trainor as a new pop star. However, what few people know is that All About That Bas might have had a completely different fate. Like Lady Gaga, Trainor started her career writing for other artists, and All About That Bas was no exception. The Nantucket-born singer revealed that before deciding to record it herself, she offered it to dozens of renowned artists, including pop divas Adele and Beyoncé. However, neither showed interest in the song. Meghan speculates that Beyoncé might have heard the demo and rejected it, though there's also a chance her manager never showed her the song, as it's common for artists of her caliber to receive a lot of potential material. Adele was another artist Trainor thought might like All About That Bas. However, the British singer's musical style differs from Trainor's, and she usually prefers to write her own lyrics without external help. The fact that the song was turned down by such acclaimed artists as Adele and Beyoncé speaks to its unique and challenging character. The message of self-acceptance and self-love resonated with millions of people worldwide and turned it into an anthem for a generation. Wrecking Ball. A rumor that has followed Miley Cyrus and Beyoncé for years is their rivalry, both in their careers and personal lives. Whether it's true or not, one fact remains. Both divas have something in common: the song Wrecking Ball. Written by Dr. Luke's team, the song was originally intended for Beyoncé, the former Destiny's Child lead singer. However, upon completing the lyrics, the composers realized it didn't fit the diva's style. Some say the song wasn't glamorous enough or was too anguished for an artist like Beyoncé, who was at the top of the world at that time. On the other hand, Miley Cyrus was in the midst of a transformation to shed her Disney star image and be taken seriously as an adult artist. Moreover, the song's lyrics resonated with her following the failure of her relationship with actor Liam Hemsworth. Regardless of whether the song was written for her or not, Wrecking Ball became a huge success for Miley, reaching #1 and being considered by many as her best work to date. God is a Woman. Ariana Grande's second single from her successful album Sweetener could have had a completely different story. In 2019, Camila Cabello revealed that she had recorded a demo of the song but couldn't finish it because it didn't fit her musical style. Upon discovering the existence of the demo, Ariana decided to give it a chance. She altered the lyrics just enough to earn co-writing credits and recorded her own version, turning it into one of her biggest hits to date. God is a Woman became an empowering pop anthem, reaching #1 on the charts in several countries and receiving critical acclaim for its production and Grande's powerful vocals. It even earned a Grammy nomination for Best Solo Pop Performance, competing against Camila Cabello's Havana. Although neither won, as the award went to Lady Gaga's Joanne, the song solidified Ariana as one of the top pop stars of the moment. Despite their divergent paths with God is a Woman, both artists have expressed interest in collaborating in the future. It wouldn't be surprising if, at some point, they surprise us with a duet of this song that has marked an entire generation. We Found Love. Nicole Scherzinger has opened the vault of memories and revealed one of the biggest mistakes of her career, turning down a massive hit. The former Pussycat Dolls member confessed that over a decade ago, Calvin Harris presented her with the demo of We Found Love, the song that would later become a mega hit for Rihanna. At the time, Nicole was receiving many dance tracks and, seeking a change in direction, decided to distance herself from the genre and try something new. This decision led her to turn down the track written by the Scottish DJ, an opportunity she still regrets today. The singer, who was also a judge on The X Factor, revealed that she wasn't the only one who passed on the chance, as Leona Lewis also rejected the song, which eventually found its way to Rihanna, who included it in her 6th studio album, Talk That Talk. Upon its release in 2011, it topped the charts in 25 countries and became one of the best-selling singles of all time, with over 6.5 million copies sold. It's a success Scherzinger would have undoubtedly wanted for herself. But this isn't the only case where the singer missed out on a hit. She also turned down Crazy before Gnarls Barkley made it their own. And during her time with the Pussycat Dolls, she and her group rejected Just Dance, the debut single that launched Lady Gaga to global fame. Nicole's story reminds us that in the music industry, opportunities don't always come around twice. Sometimes a small misjudgment is all it takes to miss out on a major success. However, these experiences can also be valuable lessons that help us grow and make better decisions in the future. Party in the USA. You've probably sung along to Miley Cyrus's hit Party in the USA, a song that became a global phenomenon in 2009 and remains a classic for parties and celebrations today. But what's the story behind this catchy tune? The song was written by Dr. Luke, Jessie J, and Claude Kelly. Initially, Jessie J was supposed to perform it, but she turned it down, finding it not intense enough. Miley also didn't fully connect with the lyrics, but included it in her EP The Time of Our Lives, because she needed more material. Despite initial doubts, the song became a huge success. It reached #2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and topped the charts in several countries. The music video, featuring Miley partying by an American-themed pool, also contributed to its popularity. Over time, it has become more than just a song. It has been featured in movies, TV shows, and covered by numerous artists. It's considered a summer anthem and a celebration of American culture, though it has also received criticism for its stereotypical lyrics. Halo. One of Beyoncé's most beloved songs has an intriguing backstory. Originally, the song was written by Ryan Tedder and Evan Bogart for Leona Lewis, the winner of the 3rd season of The X Factor UK. The offer reached Simon Cowell, Leona's manager at the time. However, Cowell rejected it outright, claiming that the singer was too busy with other projects and didn't have time to record it. Another version of the story suggests that Tedder didn't approach Cowell with the intention of having Leona record the song, but was instead trying to get Beyoncé's attention to decide whether she wanted to perform it. Tedder was convinced that Beyoncé was the only artist capable of bringing Halo to life, with the intensity and emotion it required, and he was right. When Beyoncé finally entered the recording studio, magic happened. Her performance of Halo was electrifying, turning the song into a massive hit. It reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and was certified platinum in the US, Canada, and the UK, with over 14 million copies sold. Halo became an anthem for millions of fans, a song about pure love and spiritual connection. Beyoncé's voice gave the lyrics depth and emotion, making it an instant classic. This song is undoubtedly a testament to Beyoncé's exceptional talent and her ability to turn a simple song into a piece of art that has left a lasting mark on music lovers. Telephone. Before conquering the world with her extravagant style and catchy music, Lady Gaga was a promising songwriter working with major stars like Jennifer Lopez, Cher, and Britney Spears. In 2008, Britney was working on her album, Circus. The young Stefani Germanotta, still known as Lady Gaga, wrote several songs for the album, including Quicksand, the only one that was included as a bonus track. However, fate had other plans. Telephone, another song Gaga wrote for Spears, was left in obscurity. The pop princess only recorded a demo of the track, which was never officially released. Although various versions are circulating online, rumored to be Britney's lost version, the reality is that the song took a completely different path. Gaga, who was beginning to make a strong impact on the music scene, decided to keep Telephone. She reworked the song and recorded it as a duet with Beyoncé for her second studio album, The Fame Monster. The decision proved to be a huge success. Telephone became a global hit, reaching number 1 on the charts and being nominated for Best Pop Collaboration at the 2010 Grammys. On the other hand, Britney Spears missed out on being part of one of Lady Gaga's biggest hits, a twist of fate that solidified Gaga as one of the new pop stars and left Spears with an unreleased demo. I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. At the end of the 90s, Aerosmith and Celine Dion were like oil and water in terms of musical styles. Yet, a legendary song would forever unite them, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. During that era, ballads ruled movie soundtracks. A prime example was My Heart Will Go On, performed by Celine Dion for Titanic in 1997, which became a global anthem. In search of a similar success, Steven Tyler's band accepted to record I Don't Want to Miss a Thing for the film Armageddon. What nobody knew was that this song had been written by Diane Warren with Celine Dion's voice in mind. With no time to compose a new song, Aerosmith reluctantly recorded it. What they didn't expect was that this track would become a milestone. It was the band's first and only recording to reach number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, thanks to its inclusion in the highest-grossing film of 1998. Years later, Warren confessed that Steven Tyler's rough and powerful voice gave the song a new dimension, a result that even Celine Dion's talented voice couldn't have matched. I Don't Want to Miss a Thing became an instant classic, bringing together two artists from different genres in a ballad that continues to move millions around the world. A reminder that sometimes magic can emerge from the most unexpected places. Can't Get You Out of My Head. In 2001, while the world was still recovering from the 9/11 attacks, a song burst onto radios and dance floors, captivating with its catchy rhythm and seductive lyrics. It was Can't Get You Out of My Head by Australian artist Kylie Minogue, a track that became a global phenomenon and marked a turning point in her career. The story behind this hit begins with British songwriters Cathy Dennis and Rob Davis, who combined their talents to create a unique pop song. Inspiration struck on a fall afternoon in 2000 in Davis's home studio. In just 3 hours, the melody and the catchy La 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 chorus were ready. Originally, the song was meant for the pop group S Club 7, but after their manager listened to a demo, they decided it didn't fit their style. The opportunity was then offered to singer Sophie Ellis-Bextor, who also turned it down. Then, the magic happened. The demo reached Kylie Minogue, who was instantly captivated by the song. It became the lead single from Minogue's 8th studio album, Fever, released in 2001. and it captivated audiences with its dance-pop rhythm and lyrics about obsession with unrequited love. The success was immense, reaching #1 in 40 countries, including Australia, the UK, and the US. It became Minogue's best-selling single to date and catapulted her to international stardom. The music video, directed by Dawn Shadforth, was also iconic. With its futuristic aesthetic and Minogue's sensuality, it became a reference for early 21st century pop. More than 2 decades after its release, Can't Get You Out of My Head remains a timeless pop anthem. Its legacy has transcended generations, establishing it as one of Kylie Minogue's most significant songs and a classic of 21st century pop music. Total Eclipse of the Heart. When Bonnie Tyler released this powerful ballad in 1983, few knew that Jim Steinman had originally written it with the intention of Meat Loaf performing it. During the 70s, the singer and the songwriter collaborated on several successful projects, notably the 1977 album Bat Out of Hell, which was certified platinum 14 times. Steinman had intended for this song to be one of the singles for an unpublished album called Renegade Hell. However, issues with Meat Loaf's voice and his aversion to fame led him to part ways with Steinman, altering the sound and trajectory of Total Eclipse of the Heart. Distrustful of the singer's stability, the record label contacted British singer Bonnie Tyler, who was coming off a successful run with her album The World Starts Tonight. Although Meat Loaf eventually recovered his voice, the label preferred to continue working with Tyler, making Total Eclipse of the Heart a platinum-certified single in numerous countries. To illustrate its success, Tyler recorded several alternative versions for her subsequent albums, and countless other artists have released their own covers. I'm a Slave for You. At the beginning of the new millennium, pop music had a new queen, Britney Spears. With her contagious energy, impeccable choreography, and distinctive style, the former Disney star captivated millions of fans worldwide. Her emergence on the music scene led to comparisons with 2 major figures: Madonna, the pop queen of the previous decade, and Janet Jackson, the younger sister of the king of pop, Michael Jackson. While Britney shared Madonna's provocative style and sensual image, her music had a more youthful and carefree edge. Comparisons with Janet Jackson focused on her vocal talent and elaborate choreography. At that time, Janet was working on her album All For You, collaborating with Pharrell Williams and Chad Hugo. One of the tracks they composed was I'm a Slave for You, a song with a catchy rhythm and sensual lyrics. Janet recorded a demo of the track, but ultimately decided not to include it on the album. The song was then offered to the composers, who presented it to the pop princess. I'm a Slave for You marked a turning point in Britney's career. With its bold lyrics and provocative choreography, the song distanced her from the teen princess image she had previously held and established her as a pop diva. The song's success was overwhelming, topping charts worldwide and propelling Britney Spears to the top of the pop world. From that moment on, she became one of the most popular artists globally. Her music, style, and image solidified her as a pop culture icon of the new millennium, and she delivered an iconic performance at the 2001 VMAs. Baby One More Time. Today, it's hard to imagine anyone other than Britney Spears performing her iconic debut single, Baby One More Time, released in 1998. However, this song had quite an interesting journey through the music industry before landing in the hands of the rising pop star. The track was written by Swedish producer Max Martin, who initially thought the lyrics were perfect for an R&B song. He first offered it to TLC, one of the most popular girl groups of the late 90s, dominating the Billboard charts. The song, originally titled Hit Me Baby One More Time, caught TLC's attention. However, they believed it didn't fit their style because they interpreted the lyrics as referring to domestic violence. What Martin actually intended was to use the American slang hit me as a colloquial way of saying call me, a misunderstanding that led TLC to decline the offer. The song was then offered to Swedish singer Robin, but once again, it was rejected. Martin had another chance when Simon Cowell offered £95,000 for the band 5 to record it. At the same time, Britney Spears' manager contacted the producer, and they quickly arranged a meeting in New York to discuss the possibility of Britney performing the track. A few days later, Britney traveled to Max's studio in Stockholm to record Baby One More Time, along with 4 other singles. This release not only made her a global star, but also solidified her status as the Princess of Pop, and inspired future generations of singers like Ariana Grande and Katy Perry. Since You Been Gone. After the massive success of her debut album, the first American Idol winner Kelly Clarkson faced the challenge of surpassing expectations with her second album. The debut had sold over 3 million copies and achieved double platinum certification, setting a high bar that many doubted could be surpassed. However, fate had other plans. Songwriters Max Martin and Dr. Luke created Since You Been Gone, originally intended for Pink, who rejected it for unknown reasons. The song then passed to Hilary Duff, but her voice didn't meet the song's vocal demands. At a crucial moment, Kelly's manager saw an opportunity and presented her as the perfect candidate. And it was true. Clarkson's powerful voice matched the energy and lyrics of the song perfectly, making it an instant hit. Since You Been Gone reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became the lead single from the album Breakaway, which also exceeded expectations, received critical acclaim, and sold over 10 million copies, establishing Kelly Clarkson as one of the most prominent pop stars of the time. The song's success not only propelled Clarkson's career, but also became an anthem for women who had experienced a breakup. Its empowering lyrics and infectious rhythm resonated with millions around the world, making it one of the most emblematic songs of the 2000s. Rock Your Body. The landscape of contemporary pop music could have been radically different if a mega hit like Rock Your Body by Justin Timberlake had been recorded by the king of pop himself, Michael Jackson. The backstory of this song takes an unexpected turn. Pharrell Williams and Chad Hugo, the songwriters behind it, originally wrote it for Michael Jackson's 2001 album, Invincible. In fact, many say the song has an unmistakable resemblance to Jackson's productions, with its catchy rhythm and seductive lyrics. Additionally, almost all of the tracks on Justin Timberlake's debut solo album, Justified, except for one, were originally written for Michael Jackson. This has led many to speculate that Rock Your Body was meant to be a Jackson anthem. However, fate had different plans. Michael Jackson never recorded the song, and after the release of Invincible, his career began to decline. He never released another studio album, and his tragic death in 2009 left an indelible void in the music industry. On the other hand, Justin Timberlake recorded Rock Your Body, turning it into one of his biggest hits. The song topped charts worldwide and solidified Timberlake as one of the leading pop stars of the time. Some music critics argue that Timberlake's version was the best for Rock Your Body, suggesting it symbolically represented a passing of the torch from the reigning pop master, while Michael Jackson's career waned without the chance to relaunch his success with a new studio album. Don't Chaw. Don't you wish your girlfriend was wrong like me? In the mid-2000s, Paris Hilton was one of the most popular figures worldwide. Her reality show, The Simple Life, had turned her into a TV star, and her image as a socialite and heiress had catapulted her to magazine covers. But did you know she also tried a music career? In 2006, she released her debut album, Paris, a blend of pop, dance, and hip-hop that failed to connect with the public. The reviews were negative and sales disappointing, with only 200,000 copies sold. One of the tracks intended for the album was Don't Chaw, a song composed by Busta Rhymes and CeeLo Green. However, Paris decided not to record it because she didn't like the original version. What she didn't know was that Don't Chaw had a different destiny. The Pussycat Dolls recorded it, gave it a new twist, and released it as a single in 2005. The song became a huge success, reaching number 2 in the US and number 1 in the UK, Australia, Germany, and New Zealand. Seeing the song's success, Hilton regretted rejecting it and mentioned in an interview that if she had heard the final version, she would have recorded it. The failure of her album and the missed opportunity with Don't Chaw led Hilton to put her music career on hold for nearly a decade. It wasn't until 2013 that she returned with some singles, but none achieved the impact of the songs she passed up. Holiday. In 1983, Madonna was still finding her footing in the music industry, and her debut album was almost ready when an unexpected setback threatened to derail everything. The song Ain't No Big Deal, intended as the third single, ended up in the hands of the disco band Barracuda. With only 7 tracks, the album's release was in jeopardy. Known for her tenacity, Madonna didn't give up and urgently sought a replacement to complete her album and move forward with her plans. Destiny, in the form of producer John Benitez, provided a lifeline, the demo of Holiday. This song, originally written for Mary Wilson of the Supremes, had been rejected by the singer. Wilson considered it good but didn't feel a special connection to the melody, which Madonna did. She recorded it in just 2 days. Little did Madonna know that this song would mark a turning point in her career. After the setbacks of her previous singles, Burning Up and Everybody, which failed to chart, Holiday reached number 16 and became her first major hit. The rest, as they say, is history. The track opened the doors to global success, establishing her as one of the most important and influential artists of all time. An unexpected turn of events, a rejected demo, and a visionary artist resulted in a pop anthem that continues to resonate on dance floors and in fans' hearts today. Call Me. By 1979, Blondie was an established band, but their success was about to explode. Their album, Eat to the Beat, had gone platinum and stayed on the charts for an entire year. Debbie Harry, the lead vocalist, was set to collaborate with Giorgio Moroder, the father of disco. However, the story of Call Me, the song that brought them together, wasn't straightforward. Originally titled Man Machine, Moroder's composition was intended for Stevie Nicks of Fleetwood Mac. Due to other professional commitments, Nicks had to decline the offer, but Destiny had other plans. When Debbie Harry entered the studio and sang the opening lines, Moroder knew he had a hit on his hands. Harry's voice was perfect for the song, and her interpretation gave it a new twist. Call Me was released in January 1980 and became an instant phenomenon. It topped the Billboard Hot 100 for 6 consecutive weeks, becoming Blondie's best-selling single to date. The song also received a Grammy nomination and was featured in the film American Gigolo, earning a Golden Globe nomination for Best Original Song. Nicks's decision to turn down Call Me deprived her of a massive hit, but it didn't overshadow her successful solo career, where she penned most of her hits. Meanwhile, Call Me became an enduring anthem that propelled Blondie to the top of the pop world and cemented Debbie Harry as one of the genre's queens. La Isla Bonita. Patrick Leonard, the composer and lyricist who closely collaborated with Madonna at the peak of her career, recently revealed an interesting fact about one of her most iconic hits, La Isla Bonita. In an interview, Leonard confessed that the song was originally written for Michael Jackson. After finishing his Victory Tour in 1984, Jackson and his producer Quincy Jones were searching for a song with a style similar to the band's Say Leonard composed La Isla Bonita with Jackson's voice in mind, but when sent to him, it was unexpectedly rejected. They offered no further explanation, just that the song wasn't right for the artist. Disappointed, Leonard set the song aside for a time. However, Destiny had other plans. A few weeks later, Madonna heard it and fell in love with it. After making some modifications to the lyrics, La Isla Bonita became the 5th single from her successful 1986 album True Blue. The song turned into an instant anthem, reaching number 24 on the Billboard Hot 100 and winning a Grammy for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance. Its catchy rhythm, evocative lyrics, and Madonna's powerful voice made it an enduring classic that continues to resonate today. The mystery remains as to which Isla Bonita the song refers to. Madonna has only mentioned that it is a tribute to the beauty of Latin America, with speculations pointing to places like Puerto Rico, Cuba, or the Dominican Republic. Do you know any more songs that were written for other artists? Share your thoughts in the comments. Here are 2 options that you'll surely love.